All right. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. We are here for another ESI match. It's been a little bit. We had some hot tournament action over the weekend, so we took a little bit of a break, but we're here for two lower bracket matches today. So joining me to commentate for this first one is Roberto. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
And, a runner who's been making a name for themselves, running through the lower bracket here, impressing everyone. It's Jeb on the left. Hello, Jeb.
Hello.
Yo. And actually, our last minute stand-in, I believe we told him literally 2 days before his first match, and he's really turned up. It's PeteZahHutt. Hello, Pete.
It might have been sooner than 2 days, actually.
But it might have been one.
It might have been the day before, actually.
Yeah, we had a very, very last minute cancellation. So thank you again, Pete, for coming in clutch. And yeah, this is a lower bracket. There's actually, at this point in tournament, there's only 12 runners of the top 32 in the world remaining. And so whoever loses this one will be knocked out, but the winner will go up against Ninja Brain in the top 8 of lower bracket. So they got their world files, they're ready to go, they're practiced, and without further ado, you guys can begin the scouting in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, muted deafened, beautiful.
Right, let's see it.
All right, tiny bit of stream delay, we're all good. Which way should I go here? This way? Okay. That looks good. Okay, so this one, yeah, these two runners, first of all, have been super impressive. I haven't heard of Jeb. I don't think a lot of people did, but Jeb has been impressing everyone. His mechanical skills are honestly top tier, as good as any other super top tier runner in this tournament. Always speed bridges, always block clutching, always doing really impressive. And Pete, yeah, literally, I think a day before, we told him he needed to stand in for someone. He was the 33rd player on the invite list, and so he did just barely get an invite. And honestly, he had 1 day to prep, and he came out with all the scouting tech after 1 day. It was super impressive. So I love Pete for coming in literally last minute and learning everything and playing super well so far.
Absolutely.
And let's see, let's run down this first seed real quick. There is a buried treasure and just a food shipwreck. So I believe there's a decent amount of food in there. They might go for it. There's not much iron though, but I think the buried treasure should be good. They're both scouting it out. There is a completable ruined portal somewhere. Could go to that. It's nice if it has flint and steel and gold armor. And the nether's pretty open. It's actually a pretty easy one, a little softball for the first one. There's an open nether, treasure bastion, open fortress, and an average scouted. So very standard seed for the first one. Nothing too crazy. Start them off as a good, nice warm-up seed and see how they do.
Meanwhile, stream quality on my end just became an absolute potato.
Oh no.
I was a little hesitant to tell you that the entire time I've been looking at a mosaic quilt.
Yeah, I don't know why Discord does that.
Actually, it's a little better now.
It is?
I can see pixels. It's going up. It's going great.
Okay. You might have to do the multi-twitch thing on your own to get higher resolution, and then it's just going to be delayed. I don't know why Discord, like, screen share just sucks sometimes. We had that problem over the weekend too. Like, the method tournament, everything was like perfect resolution, internet was great, and then the Discord screen share just like wouldn't show us anything. So
ugh, wow. It's all right. I'll just I'll take the real-time reaction. I'll just sometimes vaguely guess at something like it looks like they're in something red right now. I'm assuming it's it's the sun. I'm assuming they've teleported themselves into the sun. It's very red.
Yeah, the sun was added in 116.1 actually. So
well, it's an Easter egg, chat.
Yeah, it's always been there. You've never just been able to fly into it, but now you can.
It's pretty cool. Not very practical for speedruns, but we can see what we do with it. But right, so Jeb is still taking his time scouting the overworld, whereas Pete is looking at the lower half of a treasure.
No shot. Well, it's true. He's taking the cords. I know there's not a looting sword in lower treasure because I would have taken note of it. So there isn't anything great, I don't think. There could always be a bunch of gold blocks. It could be viable. I'm not sure. Pete checking trades here. And I did see someone mentioning checking zero cycle. So I'm fairly confident Pete has not had enough time to practice zero cycle. He's a very busy man. I don't think he's had time to practice a lot of new stuff. So I don't think we'll see that coming out from him, which is fine. It's risky and rare. But yeah, I wonder if Jeb has. I think, yeah, Jeb was in the end already. It's possible Jeb has studied this tech. And he's going for that $600 bounty. It is still up in the air.
Chat, as a reminder, the very first zero cycle will win the zero cycle doer $600. I think like 6 different people pitched in to bring the bounty up to 600, and every zero cycle after that would be $200.
And honestly, you know, when I came up with it, I wasn't really sure it was gonna happen. Like I was like, I know we'll see an attempt, and we've actually already seen like 8 attempts or so, to be honest. We've actually seen a lot so far, but it does only work 25% of the time, and it is new and risky, and you have to be good at the game. So it's not like it's an automatic. So I was like, we could very well go this whole tournament without seeing one, and that's fine. But people just really wanted to see it, really kept adding on. So there's incentive, but I'm still not convinced we're gonna see one. Don't know.
And Pete is checking the number of gold blocks in the upper treasure. Pretty good. And it looks like it's a very stacked treasure. I think like all the gold blocks spawned in except for I think 1 or 2. It's pretty stacked.
There you go. In RSG and, you know, SRG, when you're running this category, you always want to see a lot of gold blocks on treasure. It gives you more options. They're more compact, so you can trade more. In tournament SRG, it's one of the only formats where you actually want to see the least amount of gold blocks possible, because the organizers have already gone through, or the seed testers have guaranteed that you get your materials with the gold already there. So the less gold actually means the less you have to mine. So it's kind of a weird thing. In tournament SRG specifically, if there's only like 2 gold blocks, you're like, yes, it's gonna be such a fast bastion split. So
that's really interesting, actually. That makes a lot of sense now I'm thinking about it.
Pete checking out the strongholds, mostly ocean, which is great. There's a portal room, maybe 0.
It's not ocean exposed, but it doesn't look like it's bad navigation.
And
I mean, it wouldn't matter if the blind travel were to go through properly, but on the off chance it goes a little sideways, it's a nice stronghold.
Yeah, that's the benefit of ocean exposed. I did not realize until way into more SRG stuff, is if you get an ocean stronghold, as long as you nether exit anywhere within about 8 blocks of the actual nether exit location, it doesn't matter what your Y level is, it doesn't matter which way you're facing, as long as you're within 8 blocks, that's 1 pearl throw away from the end portal room. So you can just nether exit on top of the ocean, check a pearl over, it'll slowly go down to the end portal room. You can organize your inventory, make some beds, whatever, and you're in. So I think it's pretty good. We've seen Cube actually do it twice. He got a sub 8 entry and a sub 9 entry on his last 2 against the Blazer. Yeah, Cube was insane, and both times he portaled onto a nearby island and just swam over to the ocean exposed portal room. So it works.
Yeah. Depending on what the nether terrain looks like, that could honestly be a better play, because we've seen so many players have to dig through walls, have to swim through lava oceans and build up, and you know, if you could just swim to it, that definitely saves a lot of time.
I like it.
Okay. Yeah. Love that Pete is using diamond blocks as a indicator, as a location marker.
Now, Roberto, this is an important question. You're an SRG runner. You have every block in the game to choose from as an indicator block. which block do you choose to give you the clearest, most distinct color difference from any other color palette that you're marking in Minecraft? This is a big deal. Which one do you choose, Roberto?
Now that I've looked at it, the diamond block certainly works really well in the nether, especially in red biomes. There's nothing else around that looks anything like that. But for me personally, there is only one block that I go to when I want to mark something, and it's the respawn anchor. Call it narcissism if you want to, but my name is Anchor. My actual name is Anchor.
Yeah.
So the respawn anchor is, you can't really see it in the nether, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, there's
It's
a little bit
cool.
of purple in the nether color palette. That's true.
Yep. I mean, if you put a glowstone in it, it's a little bit of it's just for the sake of narcissism. Yep. What about you, T-Wags?
I also go with the purple theme, but I'm even more purple. I go with purple terracotta.
Ooh.
It's got purple and white accents, which
the
classes.
glazed one.
Yeah, the glazed purple terracotta. It clashes with pretty much everything in any dimension in Minecraft. So that's my go-to.
That is really true. Glazed terracotta, like it has a very distinct pattern. And like the colors are usually really bright, so you can see it from like really far away. You know it's definitely not naturally generated. That's a good point.
There's probably some other colors. I like purple though. It's a good one. When is
nice royal color?
When is T-Wags versus Antoine happening? So what we're planning right now, we're going to try to finish out this phase of the tournament by the end of the week. We're going to finish out the second to last phase of the tournament the week after. And potentially on the weekend of July 16th, we will have a 2-day back-to-back where we're going to do like winners finals, losers finals, exhibition match between me and Antoine, and then grand finals. So that's our plan right now. A couple weeks.
Oh, looking forward to that. But yeah, the more time that you're able to give me, the better. Because I'm, as one of the organizers for that, I'm the one who has to make the world file. I appreciate giving me time to really make something. Wink, wink,
you
nudge, nudge.
Given yourself too much on your plate to accomplish.
Don't worry about it. You'll see it when you see it.
Okay. Yeah, it's tentative medals. We don't know, but that's what I was thinking. Weekend of the 16th. We'd like to not overlap with any other tournaments, so I don't know. We could wait a bit longer, but.
Yep, look forward to it, chat. But while we were yakking away, the runners are actually going onto the real seat now. Oh, Pete's data pack. That's really cute. Look at that. Little slime instead of hunger bars. Did Jeb just make 2 diamond shovels?
Yeah, sometimes you need 2. You never know.
Oh, okay.
You never know when you need to make a second one. Yeah, we see.
Need to prepare for.
Let's see. Both of them getting the buried treasure pretty quick. Jeb got that one first, and he's gonna boat around now. And yeah, 2 diamonds. I mean, diamond shovel's all right, I guess. I like gold shovel, but that's fine. And there's no real need for a second diamond, so. Losing sticks.
Oh, Mel's saying Ant has a flight on the 17th.
Yeah. Yeah, I asked Ant if that was a good weekend. He said yes, so maybe we'll have to. We'll figure out. We just asked this morning, so yeah, we just talked about this morning. We'll figure out a timeline. It's possible some runners can't play as well. We still have to schedule 8 runners, so we'll see. Heat up. Okay, P, I think heading to the food rack and maybe getting an enter from there. Jeb, not bothering with it. Jeb only has 1 cooked salmon and 3 cooked cod. I mean, it is a nice open nether, but that is a risky amount of food. And yeah, Pete actually has a nice magma ravine here. Did he get the food?
I certainly didn't see anything, but I'm very blind.
I'm worried about my streamers here on the food situation, but
it's a little spooky. I think Pete only has like 2 cooked salmon too, so I think like roughly the same amount of food.
Okay. I mean, they can get with 4 cooked fish and taking a little bit of damage and running. They could get through the bastion and the fortress. Okay, but probably gonna have to do a hunger reset at some point. But they can't take any extra damage. It's gonna be tough to recover from that. So
Right. It could pay off, but also it's a little spooky. We'll see.
good movement from the runners here. They're actually very, very close. Pete getting the second entry and I think a lower entry down. He's going to make a gold pick first.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Being able to have I feel like getting your gold pick in as soon as possible, especially when you're about to enter a bastion, is
Oh,
I do like that.
dude, Jeb, what? Jeb's movement is very good. That was a risky play. Mining the gold block, having to hop back immediately here.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's okay. Pete's gonna do about the same thing here. He might have
There
gold
we go.
armor.
And yeah, Jeb still has just the iron pick, whereas Pete with a gold pick is slightly faster, just a little faster.
Yeah, Pete
They're both going for the
pre-crafting
Ninja
this.
Brain route.
Pretty standard. Doesn't look like any zombie pigmen gonna mess it up. Oh no, Jeb threw his gold a little bit too early. Oh, he's just gonna have to kill him. I mean, that works.
Aw.
That's one less piglin trading. That's
Sometimes
unfortunate.
you just gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes they just they still run to the hole if they notice the gold, but I guess in that case the pig was just out for blood. I understand sometimes you wake up and you just wanna stab someone.
Oh,
No? Just me? I'll keep that to myself.
I think stab is a little bit of a strong word.
But yeah, like the runners are certainly very synced. There was a moment earlier in which both were throwing gold into the hole at the exact same time. We're gonna see just I guess how everything else plays out from here on out.
I think the seeds also dictate a little bit of this too, because the seed is a very straightforward, like buried treasure. There were a couple different options of nether entry, but the nether is so open that there's really only one bastion that's going to be the fastest, and there's only going to be one fortress. So kind of an easy, straightforward seed, so we're going to see him be pretty close. I think the more mechanically skilled runner is probably going to win. It's the tougher seeds where you start to get smarter and better scouting come through. And thank you, Funderful, with the raid party of 25. Thank you. Welcome, raiders.
Hello, Funder. Welcome. Thank you for the raid.
I want to see Funderful play so much more in this tournament. It's so sad. It's so sad that we have 32, but like, yeah, we couldn't have more matches. We already had like so many matches. I just want to see everyone play more. But thank you for the raid. We are here for the first match, Jeb versus Pete. We're in final 12 right here. So it's pretty high up. One of these runners will be eliminated today, and the winner is facing Ninja Brain after this. Both go into the fortress.
Right. And season Jeb is arriving a little bit sooner than Pete. Just little differences in mechanics of travel. But okay, that's looking a little bit spooky. Very little food and wither skeletons in the face.
Yeah. I mean, normally wouldn't be a big deal at all, but they just decided to skip the food rack and just go in with 4 pieces of fish. So Jeb on his very last one. And Pete might also be on his last one. I don't know if he has another cod, but any hit from a Wither or a Blaze is going to be huge in this.
But the rod rates are looking very good. We see 3 rods already in Jeb's hotbar and 2 in Pete's. Yeah, the rod rates are looking really good.
Oh, Jeb taking another melee from a Blaze.
Oh goodness, was that 5 for 5? I think someone in chat mentioned earlier that the rates were 5 for 5, and then the 6th one didn't take too long to drop either.
It's pretty dang good. 7.5 minutes here.
We see both runners at 5 rods each.
It's 6 for 12. Wait, does it go 5 for 5 and then 1 for 7 or something? Oh, that's terrible. Well, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if there are any 2-eyes on this seed, 2-eye strongholds, but that's unfortunate. Pete also taking melee damage.
Yeah, I think both runners are down to their last piece of food, unless Jeb has already eaten his last fish.
I think he might have.
Ooh. Let's,
He's pearling? Jeb.
Ooh,
Wow,
2 hearts, 2 hearts!
dude, making the
Alright,
decision to
let's
pearl.
do this.
Does he know that with these last 2 he's gonna get one? He does! Ooh, nice place. Scouting out 2 stray blazes, leaving the spawner early.
That's really good play, yeah. Making the decision to throw a pearl and knowing for sure that he'll get the last rod, because I think he did scout out the rod rates. But now the danger comes in, can you make it safely to his blind location without passing away on the way there?
Yeah, he's only got 2 hearts. He cannot pearl. Oh, he's gonna get food. Pete, I think, doing a hunger reset. He still has a bunch of health, though. He's at his nether exit. I think I would have just pearled and then done a bed hunger reset in the overworld, but he's gonna do it in the nether here. He's gonna have to use a lot of pearls.
Yeah. Oh, and there's an endermite too. That's ooh. Oh.
Okay.
There we go. The hunger reset. Meanwhile, Jeb is. Did Jeb get any cooked pork chops? I wasn't looking at his side.
He definitely tried. I don't know if he actually got any. He's not eating. They should just be honestly making their portal here. It doesn't matter if they're above it. If you're above an ocean exposed stronghold, you just swim down. There's no point in getting this precision. But
right.
Yeah, Pete in the stronghold, he does have full health. I think Jeb, is he gonna get in?
Oh, run straight to the portal room. There we go.
Yeah, Jeb missed it by a bit, which is fine. He was approximating it. He's close, but he still has to hunger reset. I'm pretty sure. Pete entering first, right at 10 minutes.
Right, let's see it. And there's also the portal room. Oh, okay. Jeb is doing a hunger reset here, it seems. Probably a good idea. Okay, Pete is running over to the end fountain, about to set up for the perch. Doesn't seem like, well, yeah, doesn't seem like he's gonna go for the 0 cycle, but that's okay. And I don't think it's likely that Jeb will go for it either.
Yeah, bed's not being in the hotbar is an indicator. Not going for it. Also, about 5 things of endstone makes it very tough. Ooh, Jeb with the crossbow. I do love this. I think this gives you. Oh, did he look at an enderman immediately?
Yes,
oh,
he passed it. He passed his cross eyes for an enderman.
Geez.
Oh, what was that?
He's
all right, but it's all right. Safely contained. Minimal damage taken. Good thinking. Good response.
All right, Jeb hanging very close to the center perch, which is going to make it more likely for the dragon to just strafe him instead of perching, which is kind of what you want. You don't want the dragon perching when you're not ready for it. So he did partial bow. He only took down 2 crystals. Pete gets it. Pete gets the perch first.
Let's see the 1 cycle.
5 beds, 2 beds, great. 3rd bed, great.
Oh!
4 bed for the fans. PeteZahHutt.
4 better clout getter.
Woo.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude. 11:39. I'll bring him back in. All right, welcome back to the booth, both of you. Congrats to Pete. Jeb is just doing his 1 cycle on our screen right now. And he does get it. But Pete entered the end about 25 seconds before Jeb, and I think finished the run maybe 35 seconds before. So very well played. Yeah, what you guys think about that seed? I don't know.
Super
was a good seed.
Yeah, it seemed pretty simple, I think, for the first one. Yeah. I thought food might be an issue. It definitely slowed you guys down. Like if you guys had 1 more fish, I think that was like a minute faster, but you guys had different ways of dealing with the low food. So yeah. GG's to Pete. I think doing a good hunger reset there and hitting the 4 bed for the fans.
For the fans.
For the fans. All right, chat. We will be right back. We'll set him up with seed number 2. We'll be back in a sec. All right, bang, we're back. Speedrunning this tournament. We are back with seed number 2. Pete taking the first one with a 4-bet. It was very close. Maybe something a little bit different on this one. So you guys are ready. You can begin the scouting for second seed in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay, they're muted definitely.
Okay. Let's see what the second seed holds.
All right, they're in. I gotta remember Pete is a bit delayed as well, but this one is another ocean seed. Village seed would contrast the first one, but it is still an ocean. I believe there's going to be a ship, a buried treasure, and a ruined option. They may go for one or all 3 of those things. This one has, the nether's a little bit tougher. The first one was very open, very linear. This one has a buried housing bastion into a fortress with a double spawner, and I believe the scouted travel is like right at the spawners. So this one's going to be a little trickier with the nether travel, but could be very, very fast. I think if they scout out their routing on this one, it could be much faster than the first, but it's going to be a tough one.
Yep. Wow, imagine this being even tougher C than the first one. I mean, the first C was structured very nicely, but I think the biggest issue came from the constraints of food. We'll see how they handle it this time. Wondering if they might go for mushrooms in another this time.
Yeah, that's true. They had a little bit of crimson. They could have done. I always like shield and lava bucket. To kill hoglins. That gets you some nice food. Yeah, and Pete, looking at this rune portal, it does have gold axe, gold shovel, and I think it's pretty close to spawn. Yeah, so it's kind of nice. He might go for this. He's writing down the chords. It's a full rune for Pete. Pete is up 1-0. Pete could make it to top 8 in this tournament with one more win right here.
Yep. We will certainly see how it plays out. This is a little tense, especially for Jeb, because this is the loser's bracket, so one more round and unfortunately he'll go cat poof.
I think Jeb is pretty happy with making it this far. I don't think he doesn't sound super confident in himself. He didn't sound like he thought he was going to make it this far, but he's been playing well. He honestly very much deserves to be in top 12, and I would not be surprised if he won this over Pete. They're pretty closely matched. Yeah, his tournament best doesn't really reflect. I think he's been given some harder seeds, honestly. Tournament best of 14. And his PB is not sub 15 either, but he's a really good player. Definitely deserves to be in top 32. So
absolutely. One thing I really like about tournaments is that, especially ones of larger scale, is that I always get to find new runners who are really cracked that I've never heard of before. Definitely, there are quite a few runners from this tournament that I've either haven't heard of before or haven't really watched before, and after being a part of this tournament, being introduced to everybody, really cool to see so many new people joining the game.
Yeah, I like that too. We we had the option to invite more well-known names that didn't have as good of PBs in 116, but we decided to go with top 32 guaranteed get invites. And then we go from there. And previous leaderboard ranking did come into it. So a lot of these players that are literally top 32 in the world, no one really knew about. So I think it was cool that, tournaments don't go for just big names every time. So yeah, also like Cube, I think, is a pretty well-known name for a lot of people, but at the start of this tournament, I really didn't know very much about Cube at all. I knew he was cracked at all bosses because I was an all bosses runner with Antron, but I did not know how good Cube was, and he's turned out to be one of the scariest runners of the tournament, can be honest.
Yeah.
Cube versus Sizzler, oh my god, dude.
Oh goodness, that must have been breakneck.
That's gonna be a match. Yeah, that's I think the top 4 right now in winners is Cube versus Sizzler and Feinberg versus Dave, and those
that's insane.
I cannot pick the better runners of those 4. Yeah. Sizzler will lose 100%. That's what I don't actually know, dude. Sizzler's good, dude. Did you see? I mean, we saw what he did in Method yesterday. The 3-0 comeback in the grand finals was pretty good. Sizzler's good, dude, but Cube has been just... Cube still has a top time in the tournament, right? Yeah, he got a 901. Cube has 2 of the 3 sub-10s. Yeah. What? A 901? Oh my goodness. In his last match, he got a sub-10, and he got a 1020 or something. He got a 901 and a 1020 and 2-0'd the Blazer, and... The Blazer's a good runner, and he made the Blazer look slow. Like, Cube is... That is terrifying. Yeah, it really is. And they weren't, like, really hard seeds. Making the Blazer look slow. Oh, my goodness. They weren't hard seeds. Like, they were, I'd say, sub-12 seeds, but not expecting either of them to be sub-12. And he just didn't make a mistake. He just didn't. Didn't make a single mistake. That is crazy. Yeah. Wow. All right, so we see him scoping out this housing bastion a bit, checking the travel to the fortress. It's a bit of a trek through this nether. I mean, they have a straight shot to it in other ways, so his options for mushrooms, probably, if they need more food. Roberto. What's up? Did you see that item that Pete has collected from the buried treasure? I can't see anything on the screen right now. I'm looking at a mosaic. I'm kidding. No, it's fine. Do indulge me. What does Pete have? There is a group of 4 of this item in Pete's inventory, and the item is TNT. Oh. Where did he get it from? Was it from buried treasure? I believe there's 4 TNT in the buried treasure that both runners are probably going to get. I thought I also saw TNT in Jeb's inventory, but I think it's a magma block. Yeah. Again, chat, I can't really see what's going on screen. But I'll be your eyes. That is exciting. Yeah. Thank you. I would assume Jeb's also going for the... Why is there so many animals? Pete just hit a donkey through to the nether. Nice, very cool. It is a 1-eye, and yeah... So I assume they're both going for the buried treasure with 4 TNT. So you know what that means, chat? We get to play a little fun game and guess how many TNT total will be used by both runners in this run. I'm gonna go... I think it's usually a safe bet to say 1 to get Flint,
one to get wood, but I don't remember how far away the buried treasure was from where they spawn. But
I'm gonna go.
I mean, usually one to get flint, one to get wood.
0.
0.
I have completely and utterly lost faith in all top speedrunners, and I'm done. And I don't think they're gonna use a single TNT. I'm going 0.
Is this what you guys have done to our beloved Uncle T-Wags?
You've crushed me.
You've made him lose so much faith in this community he has dedicated so much blood, sweat, and tears into. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Come on. If you have TNT, use the TNT.
I agree. But the good thing about being a pessimist, a glass half empty kind of guy, is if they do use a TNT, I get excited. That's still a win for me. So
yeah, I guess.
There you go. I'm gonna say 3. I see a lot of 1s, 2s, 3s.
The runners can't hear us right now, but I hope they understand in spirit that if you were to use a TNT, you'd make Uncle T-Wags very, very happy.
It's a good play. I'd probably use literally 4. If you're doing villageless, you want to hold on to your wool and beds. So instead of doing 1 blaze bed, you can do 2. You can do a blaze TNT with 2 of them.
Yeah.
It clears out the same amount of space. It gives you all the blocks. It doesn't light any fires. It drops blaze rods if they die to TNT. It's better in every single way, shape, and form. And I would probably use 1 on dirt and wood, so I have blocks and wood for the whole game, and then 1 on gravel. I feel like that's pretty standard. 4 TNT is actually the perfect number. So
yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, Jeb did scout the end. It looked like a back dragon. It looked to me at a quick glance to not be 0 cyclable, but I'm not quite sure.
A little unfortunate, but
Blaze rods look pretty average to me, so
yeah, this is just looking like a pretty normal tourney seed.
TNT is slow, but not really, because a blaze bed, you have to do a setup, trigger the blaze bed, break fire, break the blocks. It takes about 15 to 20 seconds in total. That's a long time. TNT, you set it down, light it. If blazes spawn before, they still drop blaze rods, so you don't have to worry about that. And once it blows up, no fire. You don't have to mine out any more blocks. You get the blaze rods, you get all the nether brick, so you have blocks for the rest of the run. So not really slower. Here we go. Starting seed number 2. Pete is roughly 10 seconds behind. My timer didn't start. That's okay. 6 for 16 on blaze. Okay, below average. So that makes me think, yeah, that makes me want to do blaze bed or blaze TNT even more.
And it seems like Jeb is straight booking it to the buried treasure location with just a crafting table, a boat, and a couple of sticks. Pete is still going for a full setup, it seems, getting a wood axe, chopping down a bunch of wood. And Jeb is on 2 RD, it looks like, trying to look for dolphins, I guess.
Smart
Not a
play.
bad idea.
Although in tournament, even pausing is a time loss, so it's always a question whether do I want to spend the 1 or 2 seconds changing my render distance or just risk it. So that's a tough one. But Jeb going straight for the buried treasure. Does he get the TNT? He does.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, there's only 4 iron in that. I didn't mention that. I didn't see that. So yeah, this is also a thinker in the scouting phase. Did they just scout out iron in the bastion, I wonder? Or are they going for shipwreck?
I hope they did. And oh, the gold shovel and the gold axe, things you love to see. Look at how fast it's mining the wood.
I know.
That feels great.
It's so good. Do love those.
Pete pauses over a gold pickaxe recipe for a while, but then settles for the gold boots instead. I guess, yeah, playing it safe. A little slower, but a little safer.
Oh, there's iron very close. That shipwreck is much closer than I thought. Yeah, so they're just going to get plenty of iron here. And yeah,
perfect.
Pete's going to lose some time on the mining for flint and the mining wood. But he's going to have a safer...
TNT for flint. Feels weak.
Jeb! Pete, Jeb! It's
I mean,
in
the
your
gold shovel-
inventory. Okay, he
The
gets
gold
it.
shovel is a little better. Like, the gold shovel makes it a little better, but Pete, come on, the TNT.
You can still task overlap. You could have, as you were swimming to the shipwreck, you dive down, light the TNT, go get the iron, come back, hit the gravel. I mean,
It's so nice. It's such a well-oiled machine to just go for that. But it's fine. If the runners want to settle for being slower, I guess that's what they want to settle for.
what can I say, chat? 0 TNT used so far in the overworld. I would have used 2, but there's been 0. I'm just saying. I know, I get in the runners' heads. I know what they're gonna do. They could actually. I actually would see 1 or 2 of them using TNT for Netherrack. They could do that. Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
it's-
both got the TNT, right? So
Yeah, they do
certainly
have
it.
Nice. Pete getting the achievement.
Jeb boating down to the grabbing some mushrooms. Yep,
Okay.
a singular shroom.
Yeah. Do
Right,
they?
let's,
Oh.
Oh,
All right. There's one
One
TNT at
TNT usage.
least.
there's 1 TNT.
We got 1.
The classic blowing up netherrack for blocks.
There you go.
Yep. Oldie but a goodie.
Oh, Jeb using
Oh,
1.
Jeb does
Okay. All right. Okay. So we see 2. That's probably it.
All right,
That's
so
probably
1
it.
out of 4. 1 out of 4 TNTs for both runners. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, but Jeb here has no gold armor. So he's approaching housing faster, but has no gold armor. He's going to do top down, risking it.
Wow.
He does have a good amount of health. Oh, those 2 piglins are very close. Oh, that's a new spot.
Oh,
Okay.
look at that.
Okay.
And yeah, safely in the manhunt
Mhm.
location. With a nice, really nice quick maneuvering over there. But it is taking Jeb Jeb hasn't even set up a place to start trading with piggies yet, so that did take a little bit longer to get that set up.
I didn't see as many pigs for Pete. So I think Pete may be behind in piglin number, but I think he's actually way ahead in food. I don't know if they have more food options because Jeb is very low. It's going to take him probably 3 food to get up to full health again. He's only... Does he only have... He's got like 5 fish, I think, so... Yeah.
I think Jeb has a brown mushroom and Pete has a single red mushroom, so between the 2 of them they can make one complete mushroom stew, but they don't have, neither of them have more than the food they came in the nether with. So
Oh, what is Pete doing here? Wow.
Pigs?
Interesting.
Double manhunt? What is this?
Top down and manhunt. He was low on the piglin number, so
Huh.
yeah, he's gonna make
That's
a little route
respectable.
here. Are they just gonna hit him though?
Hopefully not.
Oh,
Oh, 1 more piggy, 2 more piggies, 3 more piggies. A lot more piggies. That is certainly a lot more piggies.
Okay, this is so awkward. Oh,
He
jeez.
has a little bit of trouble getting them in the hole, and certainly there's a little bit of a maneuvering issue.
Pete doing
Oh
doing a little ring around the rosy. I think the 30-second aggro timer's up, so he should be good. He does have a lot of pigs training. Yeah, he needs to get out of there. That's so many pigs. His trades are going to be done in the next 10 seconds. He needs to get rid of there. Holding on to the 3 TNT.
What else would you use TNT for in the second half of the game?
Yeah, I think just Blaze Spawner. You could technically use it as a last damage source if you mess up the one cycle. Oh no, do they need reserve gold? Oh no. Wait a minute.
Maybe. Pete is certainly digging up to it.
There's very low pro count. There's only 12. They could have checked the trades ahead of time. I'm not sure if maybe there's a gold block in a chest somewhere that they haven't gotten. Oh, there's one more trade. Yeah, Jeb is out. Wait, what did Pete miss?
Is it just pearls? I think it's just pearls.
Yeah, but-
Pete only has 12 pearls.
But why did Jeb get 20 without having to do the reserve gold? He must have gotten something from the upper rampart chest, which made the difference.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, Pete's gonna be...
Well, Pete is also out now
slower,
with
yeah.
with one extra trade, 18 total pearls, on his way out.
18. Yeah, they must have needed 10 gold blocks, and I think there was probably one in the top-down route. So Pete just he started top-down, he just didn't get it. Yeah, so Pete losing maybe 30 seconds, honestly, to that. Maybe only 20, but he's behind. And I do want Pete to win. He was a last-minute stand-in. He's been really impressive the whole way. But if Jeb wins, we do get to see a very exciting C3 as Jeb's doing. He's doing Blaze TNT.
Let's go!
Let's
the double
go!
Blaze TNT.
Look how clean that is!
Oh wow, that is open, empty expanse. That's some quality real estate there. Entire view of the Nether.
Thank you, Jeb. No fire. Right. He's still got to mine a few blocks there, but I think he's just going at the other spawner.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Pete does.
Well, that is a 3 out of 4 TNT for Jeb.
Pete did keep 3 TNT in his inventory. He could use it. I think Jeb, again, low on food, taking more damage than Pete, though.
And Jeb is creating a bridge between the two spawners. It is nice to have a double spawner, but it is over nothing but lava, so gotta be a little bit careful. Don't go straight down.
This is... we've already heard 6 for 16, right? So a double spawner is nice, and they're Pete's making a little stairway for himself here. I like that play. That is good. He can
nice and
just
safe.
kind of stand on there and activate both spawners.
Both runners only have 2 rods, I think. No, Jeb has 3. Jeb has 3, and Pete has 2 rods. And Pete didn't do anything to the spawners, right? I don't see either of them blow up.
No, I think he just mined out some, which now that we see it's a double spawner in pretty close proximity, might have been the okay play. Jeb might have a tough time with that upper spawner being so open. He's got a lot of blazes, though.
That's a lot of blazes in the unblown up spawner. It's a pretty good batch. 5 rods already. Okay, so Jeb is doing pretty well. Pete is still at 3. Oh, is that 6 rods? Yep, that's 6 rods. Jeb is
oh wow,
making a speedy getaway.
And I did mention earlier the scouter travels very close to the spawner. I would expect them to be out like right now. Yeah, Jeb is like he pearled and it was like 2 blocks too far. He's gonna literally exit right here next to the spawner. Oh, he's going down. Okay.
I guess he's digging down to make sure that he doesn't spawn above the ground. Lower Y level. And
yeah, he's only
still at 4 rods. Wow. Okay, so Jeb is actually leaving significantly earlier than Pete.
Wow, maybe the TNT making a big difference. They both got there fairly close. I mean, Pete was maybe 20 seconds behind. Pete does get his 6th rod.
6th rod.
And Jeb is in the stronghold, and he's there.
There it is. Ooh. Straight into the border room. Let's go.
Pete, no. The fire res, Pete!
Oh!
Pete!
What was this?
He went right into lava. Did he only have 1 fire res, or did he just forget?
Oh no!
He may only have had 1.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Wow. Well, Jeb was entering
there.
Honestly, maybe about a minute sooner than Pete, so Jeb's still having the advantage, even if Pete didn't die. He only had 1. Wow. 10 gold blocks and only had 1 fire res. That's kind of awful.
Those are not forgiving trades. That's really
I didn't know the
unfortunate.
trades were so crappy, but yeah.
But I appreciate his spirit. He's resetting and going again.
Jeb has 5 beds. Oh, he threw out the TT. Jeb, you could use that if you mess up the 1 cycle.
07 final TNT. 07. At the very least, he did use most of the 4, so that's a welcome surprise.
Yeah, what was the final? The final count was 4 total, I think, right?
4 total.
Wow, somewhat. I saw a couple people do 4. A couple people say 4. Nice. All right, restoring some of my faith.
Okay. Jeb once again with the crossbow and arrows, blowing out a few crystals, and now just waiting for the dragon to perch. Doing a little dance. summoning ritual.
He only has 1 pearl, so he is playing this far back, which is really good, giving better chances of perch, but no food. He's low on food and low on health, and he only has 1 pearl. He's pearling in.
1 pearl, go in.
Okay.
4 hearts. Is that 4 hearts? I think 4 and a half.
It's like 3.5. Yeah, he should be good. 2.
Spooky.
3 is good. 4 is good. 4 plus 1. I don't think Pete could have made it either way. So GG's to Jeb.
Yep.
Well played. As long as he. All right, we'll bring him back in here. All right, welcome back to the booth. Congrats to Jeb for taking that one. Pete taking an unfortunate death, but Jeb was roughly a minute ahead, I think, at that point, leaving the nether. So I don't know if Pete would have been able to come back either way. So I don't know if it mattered too much, but GG's.
Yeah, really well done. And congrats on turning your best, Jeb.
Oh, thanks.
Is yeah, did you get a 12:58 on your timer, or is that one off?
Yeah, 12:58.
12:58. Okay.
I think it's
I'll do that right now. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. What'd you guys think about that one? It felt a little bit different. Those trades were a lot rougher than I thought, though.
Yeah.
Only 1 fire res for 8 gold blocks is very unfortunate.
Yeah, that was my downfall, unfortunately.
Yeah, I saw.
But
Jeb, I think both of you started with top down, and Jeb, I think, didn't have to get any reserve gold blocks, but Pete, I think you had to get like 1. So I don't know where the extra gold came from.
Jeb, did you check the second rampart for chests, or just the first one where you broke it? Because I only broke the furthest chest and ran down.
I don't know. There was 2 housing bastions, right? Which one did you go to?
I think
Did you
you
go
guys
to
went
one
to
in the soul
The
sand?
block under.
In the soul sand, because there might have been a difference, I guess, with like.
No, I
gold
went to the
blocks
one
and
in
chests.
netherrack.
Yeah. Okay. Same.
I think I missed a gold block actually. Just
Yeah, I
on
don't
me.
know. I totally scuffed my route because there were like piglins where you usually dig down. So
Yeah, yeah.
I might have. I thought I also missed a gold block, but I might have not. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I think I think there was one in one of those upper chests, and that plus the 9 was like just enough for like 18 pearls, and I think 2 fire res or something like that. But I don't know. Pete having to get 1 more, so it was very close though.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, chat. All right, we are gonna give them a 3rd seed. If you thought those seeds were too normal, you're gonna want to stay tuned for this wildcard seed. Gonna be a little bit different, maybe a little bit less linear. We'll be back in a sec with seed number 3. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Seed 3. It's a wildcard seed. It's everyone's favorite. We're here. One of these two is sadly going to be leaving ESI after this match today. Very sad. They will be eliminated, but the winner will go on to face Ninja Brain. And I hope they have fun with this one. It is quite an interesting one. So yeah, you guys can start the scouting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
All right, beautiful. They guessed, is it a mesa? Is it a mansion? No, of course not. What? Me giving a mesa or a mansion seed? No, never.
What is this?
I would never do such a thing. Oh.
What have you done?
Uh-oh.
I like how Jeb just falls on pauses and just stares in the beauty. Look at that. Look how glorious it is. I saw the dark forest and my heart leaped with joy.
Pete is so he 100% knew there had to be a mansion. Pete is so unimpressed. He immediately spawned in and went to the mansion. He's like, I already know it's there. He would have been shocked if there was no mansion.
Yes, I love the duality of the reaction. Jeff just taking like a full 10 seconds to stare at the sheer beauty, and Pete just goes, I saw this coming.
Yeah, we
Here
did.
for my paycheck.
It's been a while. It's been a while, Chad, since we had a mansion seed. We've had them lined up for other wildcard seeds, but we haven't gotten to the
out of
seed
my
3.
mind.
So is there actually anything good in
mind.
this mansion? Yes, I make sure, even though it's very painful and time consuming when I'm seed finding, that there is valuable stuff in the mansion. It's always playable, but there are other options. In this mansion, the first floor has the tree chopping room, so it has an iron axe with efficiency 1 on it. Third floor has a bucket and 4 iron. So technically, if they went right into the side of this mansion, got the iron axe, they could get some blocks, go up to the third floor, get a bucket, 4 iron, they get their iron pick, they get flint steel. They can actually enter just off of the mansion alone. There's some food in it, but there's not too much else in this overworld. It might just be a structureless overworld on this one if they decide not to do the mansion. There's plenty of stuff around. There's dandelions, there's pigs, there's iron ore, there's a mine shaft, there's a lava pool. They have their options.
Mm-hmm. But only one option is the right option, chat.
True.
Only one option is the right one.
Oh.
Right, let's see it. Let's see how well they know their strats. I mean, given by the fact that they both were pretty suspicious of the fact you'll give them a mansion, I'm pretty sure they've done at least a little bit of digging into how to route this thing. Let's see it.
Yeah, there are 16 rooms. Oh, I forgot from my video. I think there are 16 valuable rooms in a mansion. There's actually, I believe, like 7 in this one, so there's kind of a lot. A lot of them don't have good stuff in the chest, though. But I mean, 4 iron, a bucket, and an iron axe. It is a trek to get to this mansion, but that's kind of nice. This one doesn't have a fake M4 room, which is the coolest one. But yeah, some iron, so they don't technically need to make a furnace. And smelt iron if they do a full mansion. And I believe all the valuable rooms are on the side also, so they probably won't run into any mobs. Probably. But if they do, it'd be hilarious. Imagine fighting an evoker 1 minute into a tournament speedrun.
Just like completely just like nothing in your inventory, just punching an evoker to death. would be a flex, honestly. It would be quite a flex.
There you go.
People in chat are saying P has done no research into how to route a mansion.
That is fair. That is totally fair. I do not expect any runners to
That's
actually
on you,
do
Pete.
this.
That is on you.
And yeah, so this nether is kind of a rough travel to the bridge bastion. That's really the main issue. They spawn in, they got to do some nether routing through some netherrack maybe. There's a lot of lava. It's gonna be a pain getting to this bridge bastion. It's gonna test their mechanical ability here.
Jeb
lost
became
Jeb.
Pete.
We have lost Jeb. Everyone, don't panic.
Conspiracy theory, Jeb and Pete were actually the same person the entire time.
Don't panic, everyone. I believe Jeb's stream has probably gone offline. We'll try to reconnect. Hopefully it's a temporary thing.
I can't believe Jeb is splicing, chat. Can you believe it? SMH. The entire time we've been complimenting the guy. I can't believe he's splicing. But yeah, with a mansion seed, it means the players have spent almost half of their entire scouting time just looking at the overworld. We will see what they make of the Nether, given the fact that it's a little bit of a spooky overworld and a little bit of a spooky Nether. This is definitely a wildcard seed to the fullest of its extent.
Yeah, again, the travel to the Bastion is going to be the tough part. I think once they get to the bridge, it's going to be a pretty simple route, and to the fortress should be a simple route. To the scouted travel should also be pretty simple. This is not really a sub-tenable seed, though. It is mansion, so it's going to be more fun, but this one, yeah, definitely not sub-tenable. And we might see Pete do structuralist too, which is usually about a 3.5 minute entry. So
yeah, structuralist is not bad. It's a decent place for structuralist, and Jeb has left the call.
Oh no, did his whole internet go down?
We have lost Jeb.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Should we bring back Pete?
I'll just tell him after he's done with the scouting to pause and not go into the next world, but I'll give Jeb a minute or two to see if he comes back. The mansion does have an iron axe, a bucket, and 4 iron if you look in the right spots. So it's not the easiest mansion to route though, but it does have a way to do the entire seed just off of the mansion. It has some food as well.
I guess that's the advantage of finding a mansion in a scout on route. You can find the route straight up. You break through walls, punch through glass.
It's the one benefit SRG has over other categories. You can't give a mansion to anyone in another FSG or RSG tournament. No, there's no point to running. Absolutely. It's just garbage. But on Scouted Seed, the one time where you can actually have fun with cool structures is you can pre-check them. So.
Okay. Seems like Pete teleported a bunch of all the piggies in the area to him. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Gonna check the trades.
So
still
chat.
No word from Jeb.
What should we do? No word from Jeb. I'm gonna tell Pete to pause after this. We'll have a quick break. But if Jeb is not back within 5 minutes after the scouting is done, do we have Pete play the seed? Like, I feel like after a couple minutes after scouting, like, you lose the info and the seed's just done. So we want to be flexible on connectivity issues, and maybe if Pete is flexible, we'll have to just do a different third seed. But if it's 5 minutes after he's scouted, I'm not going to have him just run the seed. It's a dead seed at that point.
Merp says give him one of the other mansion seeds and start over.
I mean, it seems unfair to have Pete play the seed, and then whenever Jeb gets back, he plays it on his own. That seems a little unfair as well. Because Jeb just clearly has more time. I'm sure he's not going to, cheat or anything, but he's just got more time. Just let Pete run it by himself. I mean,
I think in terms of fairness, I think a new seed makes sense to have both runners have a rematch on a new seed.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to. So do we just throw away the seed then?
As much as we'd love to see it, oh no. I think it would, for all fairness, it would make sense to start on a new seed.
All right, I'm gonna tell Pete here. Hey Pete, sorry to bug you, but Jeb has completely lost internet connection. So after you're done scouting, you can just pause in the menu. And
sure,
we'll deal
okay.
with it. Thanks.
Sure.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, I feel like having Pete run it first and Jeb doing it later, if Jeb wins, that's just silly. That's Pete's eliminated on a seed where Jeb had an indefinite amount of time to think about. It's just, that seems ridiculous. So if Pete wins, it's fine, but that just doesn't seem fair.
It's alright, chat. There will be more mansion seeds in the future. Do not fear.
True. I don't know how you know that, but that is actually true.
Up. I had faith and it paid off.
We could let see if Pete starts playing and then Jeb comes back right away, then I don't want to just interrupt him, but we could have Pete just play for a sub 10 for funsies if he doesn't want to just waste the seed. Otherwise, yeah, it's just gonna be.
We could certainly ask.
Yeah, we'll ask him. We'll probably go to a quick intermission, wait for Jeb for a couple minutes, and then we'll probably come back in a bit. So.
It would be nice to see the seed being routed just for fun.
All right. Okay. All right. Welcome back to the booth, Pete. This is a weird.
Easiest match of my life.
It's a weird situation we're in because Jeb, you guys both started scouting this mansion after about 5 minutes. Jeb, his stream died and he's not online anymore. So. Kind of sucks. I feel like it's very unfair to have you play the seed and then have Jeb just play it at a later time. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. If Jeb wins, that seems silly. But I feel like if it's been more than 5 minutes after the scouting, I don't want you to run the seed either, because then you've kind of lost focus. So would you want to? I think we're going to wait just a couple minutes for Jeb to come back. If he doesn't, we're going to throw the seed away, I think. So if you would like to play it for funsies and see if you get a sub 10, you could. We could do that too.
I don't know if I'd feel good about trying to play a mansion seed without running the mansion. I looked around. I tried finding any chests. I haven't done my homework, and I couldn't.
That's
pull off
very
the
fair.
study.
I understand. The homework is a lot of time commitment for not much reward, so I get that. So, yeah, you were just doing structuralist probably, or?
Yeah, I found a pretty good concentrate of iron and lava there.
Okay. Well, bummer. It looks like we may have to scrap this seed. I don't know how busy you are and if you would like to reschedule for a single match at a later time or what.
Sure. Are you talking about today? Or...
Yeah, I don't know if Jeb's just whole internet has gone down and he's going to be gone for a day, or if he's going to come back, in 10 minutes. I'm not really sure, but we do have another match in 15 minutes. So maybe if he's got it fixed by then, would you want to play one match? Let's see. That would be in about 2 hours.
2 hours. Might be busy around that time.
Okay.
You could always shoot me a message, keep me updated with what's happening, and if I'm around, I'll let you know instantly. Okay. Whether I'm busy or not, when you guys actually know what's going on, just because I have a couple other obligations today in a couple hours. So
that's fair. I can do that. Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna have to scrap this seed. Dang it! No.
It looks fun too.
Man.
Even just running classic, it looked fun. Or vanilla, structuralist. Looked fun.
Yeah, the travel to Bastion was a bit rough, but it was kind of a fun seed, even with structuralist. So, bummer. Dang.
The Bastion routing looked like a lot of fun. Yeah, kind of sad I can't play that. Several different caves and needed to run out of there. Yeah, that would have been fun.
Well, that's fine. We'll just spend another hour and a half getting a playable mansion seed. That's fine. It's fine. It's just it's fun. No, I enjoy just looking through hundreds of seeds. That's fine. Okay. All right. It looks like Jeb has not reconnected. It's been 5 minutes. We can no longer play the seed, chat. Sorry. So I am going to just have to keep Pete posted, and hopefully we can replay this. If worst comes to worst, Pete will just end up taking this one by default and moving on. So we will see. I'll try to keep you posted, chat. And yeah, Pete, I'll keep you updated if I hear any news on Jeb. So
sounds good, and I'll let you know right away if I'm available.
Okay, beautiful. All right, chat, we're gonna take a quick intermission. We'll be back in 15 minutes for Dylan versus the Blazer. I'll see you then.